So we saw 3 states join the Axis at the end of that last video: Iowa, Missouri, and Idaho. And I think we're going to see a few more fascist states join in probably within this video. I love it. I honestly love it. I hope we see so much more of this because it's like, I wasn't expecting it. I totally wasn't expecting it. I think that most of my own playthroughs have been... Oh, what is that? Now we have Wisconsin join the Axis. The fascist countries clearly don't care. They don't care about their own... oh my gosh, this is not good. And the thing about this is that, like, looking over the map, it seems like most of the states have chosen to go the route of socialism or state democracy. There didn't seem to be that many states kind of choosing fascism, but because the small minority of states that did, because they're joining the Axis, that's going to give them more support, the support that they need. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. El Salvador has joined the Axis as well, which is going to pull Germany into a war, like, right now. Germany is going to get pulled into a war with all these states. Okay, so a lot of the socialist countries are joining this, like, syndicate. Oh, I didn't know about that. We already have our first faction war? I didn't even realize this. Well, they haven't gotten called in yet, but if Missouri starts to lose this, they more than likely will. Venezuela's joined the Axis. That's not a huge deal. Oh my gosh. Oh, so there already is, like, a big faction war. I think we should start to see these wars combined, right? Japanese-Chinese war, New York-Connecticut war. I'm not 100% about that. Yes, they did. This is the war that we're seeing. Wisconsin, El Salvador, and Germany still has not been called in. There's pretty much a huge civil war, almost a huge civil war, just between the fascist states and the socialist states, because they're pretty much under one name as well. It all started because of South Dakota and Iowa. Casualties shouldn't be too high. Wow, Wisconsin lost a lot of men compared to everybody else. 18,000? That's a lot. That's pretty crazy. We'll see if anyone else joins in. California joined the Syndicate, which means if they join the war, if they get called in, which more than likely they will, that's a pretty big alliance that you want on your side. It's going to take some time before I think the Axis nations call in Germany, though. Yep, so there goes. They're going to go after North Dakota now. All right, so maybe this is a good time to... and it's funny because all the Democratic nation, like anything, you see, state of Wyoming, state of Nebraska, they're just sitting here. Like, they're just like, all right, well, you do you. Because that's the thing. Whoever ends up winning between this huge civil war between the fascist and communist states, it's the democratic nations that are on the chopping block next, which is kind of crazy. And there goes another one. New war participant. So we have Indiana. Oh my goodness. All right. This should clear itself out, like, pretty soon. New York has now joined. The thing is, oh my gosh. All right, so the thing is, wow, yeah, it's just split. These are their own, well, this is, that red doesn't count. Something to keep in mind. But there are 2 different factions that have formed out of the states that have chosen to go communist in this series. So for some reason, Oklahoma, and is this like Missouri? It's hard to say because, like, they're 2 different things. We've got, like, a little bit of control for Colorado, and then a little bit of control for Kansas. Kansas has this part of Colorado, which is kind of odd. Is this a puppet or something? Yeah, that's why. You're a puppet. Huh. That's weird. Oh, it's Mexico. Mexico ended the war with Arizona. And Mexico is at war... Are you at war with the Axis? You are. You're not at war with Germany, though. No, Germany hasn't got called into any of this. So one thing that's interesting is that because the fascist states decided to join the Axis instead, means that even if they start losing this to some of the socialist states. If Germany gets called in, that would be huge, and specifically for Maine. If Maine stays alive, the Nazis will... Well, first of all, they might be supported. We don't even know. The Nazis could be sending volunteer troops right now. If we zoom in, I'd love to see that. I'd flip. I'd flip my shit, honestly, if I see Nazis helping. It probably will happen. No, it's gonna be hard to tell because these state flags are so small. But I don't know if it will happen just yet. It's still kind of early. It's still kind of early, but it will take some time. Oh, this is just like straight up socialist versus socialist country. Didn't realize that that was happening. You would think that this war would get a different name. I wish the names would change. Like after all these countries join in. Oh, Germany got called in. All right. Because I'm not viewing as... Let's view as South Dakota, right? Yeah, let's view as South Dakota here. Now we can actually see... Yep, you're at war with Germany and Venezuela. This is crazy. The small pockets is just crazy. You do have Mexico on your side though, which is huge. Even though Germany is involved, that's why they're not able to send volunteers, right? Because they just got called in, I think. That could be the reason why. All right, so let's look at this border. Like, what is going on here? Because I don't even know. Okay, so the Axis are having success. They're having success so far. It looks like, for the most part. They're starting to push in here, but because there are so many fronts that are taking place, I mean, it's hard to say. Idaho is also really interesting. It's gonna be tough for them, especially. Yeah, I'm pretty sure California is gonna force Idaho to capitulate because California has a direct route through Utah to get to this front. But you never know. I mean, California wasn't doing anything before. Let's just check. I don't know why I'm just not checking. Yeah, no, California doesn't care. They're part of the faction, but they don't care. So they're just chilling. I don't even know why I went historical focus on, because they were so... Because, you know, I didn't realize that there's just no point now. There's no point in me going that way. I don't know how this is going to affect Germany. Look at this. What's happening here? There's some sort of naval invasion planned. Yeah, somebody isn't planning naval invasions. This can't be California. Why are they showing me... Oh, because we're part of... Ah, I see. Oh, so let's look at the Axis. Germany, you have anything planned? Come on, dude. What you doing? You gotta come help out. You gotta do something. I mean, you can see what's going on. Hey, Mexico's... Oh, that's Italy. Oh, there you go. There's volunteer force for... That's pretty much the same. I said I was gonna lose my shit if I see Nazis over here helping, but I mean, Italy's helping. Wisconsin Empire. See, that's the problem. It does seem like the Syndicate and the communist states kind of have the advantage, but depending on how many European countries get involved, the Axis could quickly kind of turn the tide, I think. I just love that there are so many democratic nations just chilling. They're just like, nope, 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 don't want to do this. Man, this is funny, because like I said, I did do tests, and this is probably the most entertaining one that I've done. So I'm loving that, yeah, Idaho's going to capitulate. I'm loving that this has been so successful here. I think there's just no way. Unless this part of the Axis, unless like Iowa, Missouri, Wisconsin start to push further into the Dakotas, Iowa's not going to be able to do anything about this. I don't think they could do anything about this. This is like the important part, though. Whoa. What was that? I think it was just a font change for the most part. Uh-oh. Okay, so the Socialist War has ended. Socialist Republic, New Hampshire and New York both took one state. And then Vermont. Oh, that's not good. Since you guys ended this conflict, you guys are done. Hey, did you guys want? Why didn't you join the Axis? Oh, you can't join the Axis because you're socialist. Oh yeah, that's a problem. So Maine is screwed, but that's what I was saying. Is like Maine is kind of the most important part of, at least, you know, if Germany is going to actually have a major role in this. Yeah, no, Germany doesn't have anything planned. What's up with that? Let's look at California again. I don't know if these naval invasions would actually commence. Like, I doubt it. There's no way you're going to do a naval invasion. Or whatever this is. I don't even know what you're doing. Connecticut, yeah. Oh, okay, looks like Nationalist Spain has annexed Republican Spain. So that's another reason. So obviously Nationalist Spain will be joining the Axis at some point. More than likely. Actually, we don't necessarily know. Italy sent them volunteer forces. So Nationalist Spain now could help out some of the Axis powers. Let's go look back at Idaho. I mean, they're defending well. They're not attacking very well. Obviously, this is not going super great for Idaho. I probably have said so many things wrong at this point in the series. I'm sorry. Like I said, my brain kind of short circuits, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, all this stuff is happening. Oh, we had a few more alliances. So yeah, the Democratic countries joined in. They're just, yeah, the allied support of pretty much North Carolina and Georgia. Virginia is Democratic, yes. Okay. Oh, you guys have your own faction. Okay. The allied support of... What is this? What is that? The Confederation? All right, Delaware. You do your thing. Why didn't you join the Axis, dude? You just... Well, they're gonna for sure be destroyed. Nice job, Delaware, dude. You could have made a difference, I feel like. There could have been a difference made. I don't know. I feel like it could have been. All right, so it's 1938. I do want to check in on what Germany is going for in terms of their focus tree. They went Rhineland. They have the opportunity of going war with the USSR, which would make it even more crazy. Well, actually, that would really affect the Axis states back in the US. So I don't know. I don't know if that would be like the best decision ever. 69 days. I kind of just want to see what you're going to get next, but we'll look into that a little bit later. There it is. What is this even going to do? Oh, army experience? Oh. Well, that's lame. Why are you going after that? Air innovations 2? Okay, that also doesn't really help us learn anything else. A lot of support. Yep. From people you would pretty much expect the Germans to get support from in Europe. Nationalist Spain, Italy, Hungary. So they'll all be joining the Axis. You're at war with so much back in the States. Let's zoom in and see if there are any other support. Wisconsin Empire. Not too much. I don't really see. Where did Italy go? Oh, Italy's still here. I don't know how many divisions they can send. They might not be able to send that many. And also, another thing that would be interesting is who would the Democratic states help? Who would they send volunteer forces to? I feel like Maine isn't really trying all that hard. You know, one thing that I'm totally forgetting about is, oh, geez, you formed your own. Yeah, so all the Democratic states are forming their own, like, Democratic faction. Nevada, why did you do that? You're at war? No. Okay, yeah, you did another thing. Yeah, so one thing that I'm not considering is Canada. A lot of these Axis countries have joined in the north, and that's not good for them. That's really bad. So I would say that the socialist states have a little bit more of an advantage at this point. Kind of. Quite a bit more of an advantage. It's just so much easier to just view in this map mode here. Oh, wow. There's kind of a big... Oh, and that's just the same yellow. I wish there were more yellows. I wish there were more... Is there, like, this is all we have in terms of the color palette? because there's just so many similarities. It's tough. It's tough to see like anything. I'm surprised that Maine has this many divisions. Like I really was not expecting that. So this is where like the strongholds of the Axis are. The Wisconsin or Missouri Empire, I don't know who's really the dominant one. The thing about this war, and it's like I feel like they keep going back and forth. So sometimes they're winning more in Oklahoma, sometimes they're winning more kind of traveling down towards the deep south. It really depends. Oh, someone else joined. So this war will be obviously pretty telling, whoever does end up winning, because you've got so many kind of I don't know. I don't know what the democratic states would do. Let's say if the Comintern or the communist states win over the Axis. I don't know if the democratic states would all join in together. They have formed different factions, so I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know what would happen. I'm gonna go up to speed 5 here as we approach the end of this episode. So we'll see if the British, I'm guessing the British and well, who else joins the Axis too? Because I'm sure we're gonna see some more people join the Axis. It is 1938, so another year. Oh, who did you join? The Confederation? Yeah, you did your own. You did your own thing too, Alaska. Which could have been interesting if you didn't do your own thing. Yeah, this pocket of where the Axis are is probably going to survive. There's just this small front here that's like the problem. So it looks like, I think in the next one we should see both Maine and Idaho capitulate. The thing is, oh, they're pushing further here. Yeah, the strong part of the Axis is there. They might force Oklahoma, Colorado all out of this. 55%. Rhode Island joined the Syndicate. Which I'm surprised they didn't do a lot sooner. Why didn't they do that sooner? I don't even know why. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna have to stop right there, and we'll be pressing forward. I mean, it's still pretty evenly matched. I don't know, really don't know what's gonna happen. Also, let's check on Mexico really quick. Mexico can't really help out too much, but they're leaning Democratic. They're definitely Democratic leaning, but we'll see what happens in the next one. So I think the next video should bring us into World War II inside of Europe. And that is where I have no idea what's going to happen. I don't know what the states... I don't know what's going to happen. So that's all I'm going to say. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.